Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda tough with her finger and her thumb in the shape of it.
Vin Diesel. It's gonna be Vin Diesel playing Vin Diesel in another Vin Diesel movie. I've seen this with a number of other actors, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
No, for real though. Think about it.
Yeah.
If there's like an Adam Sandler movie, it's
Right.
just Adam Sandler.
Except
Now, Adam Sandler has some serious roles.
He does.
Only the
Yeah,
recent
right,
one where
right, right.
he became what, the moneylender or something.
the,
Goldsmith.
like a jeweler, yeah.
Jeweler, yeah,
Some
exactly
kind
that.
of jeweler guy.
Yeah. Welcome to the show, guys. Welcome to the show. What's
Oh,
up?
what's up? I
This
should be
is,
pointing at the camera.
This is the camera. Yeah,
camera's
don't
right
point at the screen. It is tempting to point at the screen.
It's like
Yeah,
I'm pointing
what's
to
up?
myself. The heck am I
This
doing?
is Popcorn Rants, and we're back. This is episode 10.
Yes, and
So
we have a
special
Yes.
guest on the Double Digit Show.
double digit. Oh,
Episode 10.
episode 10.
Yeah.
1-0, folks.
1-0, yes.
What's going on?
So it's about 7 episodes of fucking around.
Right. And the last
3
three.
episodes. Less fucking around.
Okay.
With,
Little less.
You can hear us a bit better. You can see us a bit clearer. You know,
Yes,
things have been
exactly.
working out.
I'm actually
we've-
enjoying this vibe here though.
We're getting an extra person sitting in the chair. We're brave enough to
BK.
invite other people to the show now.
Yes. It's a pleasure being here.
So,
Yeah.
You've got
so
a-
formal that is BK.
I'm just saying you got a really cool setup. Man.
Oh,
so
thank
I'm,
you,
I'm
thank
kind
you.
of in like awe with the place, so
Yeah.
just don't mind me, okay?
Sure.
BK is like, wow, Shaz is not a complete slob. He can stick things on the wall and stuff. Huh? Yeah.
Not a bad job.
Yeah, no, what happened was in the first few episodes, people were saying it's just a white background, so it looks very plain.
Okay.
And then you got the RTM blue to
Yeah,
remind you
exactly.
of tracks. Oh my
Exactly.
goodness.
I was thinking, what is the Blue Network, right? Last time it was
The
called?
Blue
Yeah,
Network.
we
Yeah,
were
once
called
upon a
Blue,
time,
yeah,
once upon a
time,
Blue
they were
Network.
known as
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Radio 4.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
There was a jingle.
Yeah.
It
Radio
does
4.
sound familiar, I'm not sure. But the one I remember was Music FM. Music. You don't remember?
I can't remember that one. I didn't listen to the radio.
I am Segar Desa.
Huh?
I am Segar Desa. How does it go?
Ayam Segar. No, you asked me already this one. I do not remember.
You don't remember? Okay.
Yeah.
What is this chicken man?
So in Sabah, right?
Okay.
Right before they announce the breaking of fast, right? They will have these commercials, and the commercial right before breaking the fast is Ayam Segar Desa.
Okay, go sing it first.
Ayam Segar Desa. Ayam baru, whatever something. Ayam Segar Desa.
I think it's because I never really listened to Malay radio until I came to like KL, Selangor.
So what was your reference last time for fasting month?
Fasting Radio 4 juga lah.
Radio 4 is for KL, it's not for Sabah.
Oh, true also. But they always have the... No, I don't think we even use radio.
So how did you know when to fast?
Clock leh.
Oh, clock
You see the newspaper
Oh, you
already
don't-
got there.
You don't have a mosque nearby.
Hey, I also got mosque lah. You will obviously hear
You don't
the
remember
azan.
fasting lah, basically. You see how it's like it starts to get twisted along the way. It's like, okay, all right.
This guy laid a nice elaborate trap. And I just like walked in right into it. Step
Right.
I must say this though. I mean, as a person
Right.
who didn't fast,
Doesn't pray.
Right.
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
pray. I mean,
What?
I mean,
What? Okay.
I'm not Muslim to start off with.
What?
Mashallah.
Right, okay.
I've
yeah.
got a lot of Muslim friends.
Right.
And back then in school, how we would know that it would be time that they were going to go and fast
Right.
was that when my parents would come and pick me up from
Right.
school,
Okay.
the roads would be empty.
Yeah, that's a
I'm
very,
like,
very,
oh, right, now I know.
a very, very good positive plus
Right.
about the whole thing, right? Extra
yeah,
about the
yeah.
whole thing. People go back home early, which is very good, and
Yeah.
I really, really suggest you start doing that more during non-pasta time.
Now, you know what's the best about that? When you work on some of those jobs that they're like, no, you have to stay past your working hours. No, I had to break fast, boss. Boss, you have to let me go home.
That's all the excuses, right?
yeah,
Isn't it?
yeah.
Charles?
Janganlah begitu jahil
Yeah.
dan kecil.
So yeah, that 1 month lah, supposedly, yeah. What's interesting though is that I remember in school, people used to say to me, Shaz, actually, why do you fast? If you don't fast also, nobody will think anything about it. Nobody will know also what if you don't fast.
That's
And
the
I'm like-
advantages of actually being a mix,
Yeah.
right?
And then I'm just like, I want to fast. That's a strange concept
Yeah, but-
back in the day lah. Huh?
On the other hand, on the flip
Right,
side,
right.
we've got a friend, David. I'm pretty sure you've met Dave. David Asiburon Clemente.
Sounds
is
familiar.
a friend of ours. Filipino dude from our school lah.
Right.
During fasting month, you know, he goes to his bar or whatever. He orders a beer,
No, he went to Bavarian Beer House.
Bavarian beer house.
Yeah.
And then he orders, first he gets a beer, and then he's looking through the menu, and he says, these pork knuckles look good. Boss, kasih satu ni, pork knuckle. The guy is like, looking at the beer, looking at him, and then he's like, tapi boss, itu haram.
Ni ada babi.
Ini ada babi,
Ah.
haram. Then David looks at him and said, points at the beer and said, ini pun haram. So yeah, he gets a lot of people tahaning him during fasting month.
Yeah.
Why are you eating? Look at your IC,
Yeah.
etc., etc. A bit too much.
That's the thing I was saying to Dave, right?
Right.
That during fasting month, right? I can go eat in McDonald's or
Yeah.
KFC, no problem, right?
But he go eat.
You
McDonald's.
got problem, but the problem is that I cannot go and eat with
with
you.
him.
Yeah.
That's
Because
how
they
he's
stop
kantoi.
you, and then they're just like, you also lah, come give IC.
That is their reverse Uno
Right,
card, right?
exactly.
We don't want to be racist, you see. So Sharizan.
No, this one just want to tembak bah. See, mana tahu lah, this guy is not.
Oh.
It's not. Maybe he looks like a.
This is when you need to pick up Tamil, okay?
Oh.
Right.
At the
I
time
can't
like
just
this,
speak in an Indian
Yeah,
accent.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
what lah? What is this lah? You know? That's not gonna work.
Yan pera. What's a good? What's a good like Joe name for
Mike.
Tamil? Mike.
yeah, I actually never
Mike
understood
sir. Mike.
that. Yeah, Mike. You know what? This is a funny story for me to tell you
right,
about
right,
this.
sure.
I was in national service.
Okay. Oh wow.
Yeah, I was like one of the last few batches
Okay.
that actually went to national service. I think this was
Question:
in, yeah.
Did you get to shoot a gun?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
we held the old M16s.
Okay.
You know the one with the side where that little thing sticks out.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Is that the thing you?
Yeah, that's the one. Just the one time you pull it out, I think it's to take a bullet that's stuck in there. Or
Oh,
whatever.
from the
chain.
clip to
Yeah,
the chamber.
correct.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, in
okay.
case it gets stuck, right?
Right.
So we never actually got to do any of the school stuff. All they did was they loaded a gun to us and they were like, okay, so that's your target. You know what to look at. It's going to be like a stick in front, and then past the stick, it's going to be like a little hole at the back. So you got to look through that and you look at the tip of that, and you aim at the target. Here's one thing I never understood. It was like a 50-meter
Right.
range, I think, if I'm
Okay.
not mistaken.
Okay.
They've got an arrow to where if you've missed your target, it'll
Right.
point how far are you off.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
That's pretty cool, right?
Right, right.
So I was in like the thought.
Hey, like a physical arrow.
yeah, like an arrow, literally like with
In the
with
gun, in the
bullseye.
scope.
No, not on the scope on the gun. This is on the bullseye.
On the
Oh, on the
bullseye.
bullseye.
Yeah, on the target,
okay,
right?
okay,
So
okay.
all the way at the back there, there's an arrow which
Alright.
shows how far you've
Right.
hit. So they give us the guns and they set it to single fire, right? So
One
you-
shot.
Yeah, one shot. So you're basically using a rifle with
Right.
the old school stuff with
Right.
no scopes, whatnot. And we start off. Every single time we miss a bullet, the arrow points how far we are away.
Right.
So I had this idea that okay, it must be some mechanical thing in there. After we were all done with our range shooting,
You
There's
shot
a
the
dude.
thing.
there were a bunch of dudes who were just getting up from the back, and we were like, we were shooting live rounds at that. What just happened?
Wait. Like facilitators lah, not students.
They're not students.
Ah,
They're part of the
facilitators
range,
lah.
right? Yeah, so it's like a little bit of a sand bunk, and then the target's at the back, and then they are the ones who are like, yo, this is how much.
Imagine if they were students there. You get lost in the class and you're gonna be on range duty tomorrow. You know.
Sorry, ma'am,
Oh,
your
no.
son. He was going through some exercise.
I was telling you guys this because you were talking about Indian names and how
Right.
sometimes you need the most
Right.
like what's the most Malay brother name?
Joe.
Joe?
Maybe
Like
even
how
Joe.
would
No,
Mat
not
lah,
really.
Mat.
Mat, yes.
Yeah, come on,
Mat
man,
lah.
Mat.
Right, exactly.
Ooh.
So
Mat Abu.
if there's like one macha with another macha, they'd be like, hey, what's up, Mike? You know, and stuff like that. You know, just get along with those kind of
yeah, yeah.
slangs. But
But
if you are an Indian and you don't really speak the language the best,
Right.
or let's just say you know parts of it, but you'd rather speak in English, they'd call you a Peter.
oh,
Peter.
Peter.
Oh,
Yeah. Really? I
okay.
did not know this.
Oh, okay, okay.
So they will say it in the most Indian way, which is like, I'm our Peter.
Peter.
Yeah.
okay.
Which means like he's a Peter.
Oh,
So he's
okay.
like Indian,
But not Indian.
exactly.
It's
Peter.
Like a coconut.
It's like the
brown on
Indian-
the outside, but white on the
it's
inside.
the Indian OCBC lah.
Yes.
Orang Cina bukan Cina.
Cina bukan Cina.
I was in national service.
Right.
I was that Indian guy.
Oh.
So I became Peter.
Oh, you were Peter.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
did
along
not
the way, they found out what my parents did, and they found out they were doctors. So I
Right.
became Dr. Peter. That was just me, you know.
Man, I don't know if this is a huge coincidence.
Right.
When I was in school last time,
Okay.
doing my matriculation, right? Somebody thought that I looked like Peter Andre.
It's something on a bumper display.
Peter Andre. Yeah, I remember this.
And he called my name in class one day. Hey, Peter! Right? And I was just like, what the hell? And then everybody started to fucking call me Peter after that.
Oh, wow.
Hey, Peter, we're gonna go to this one
But
place. You wanna
that's
come?
not as bad as what they called me. You remember? Oh no, you didn't come to our school until like Form 3 or something like that. Form 4.
No, I was there, but I wasn't in your class.
You wasn't. But that means you must have attended the macam assembly, one big assembly lah, where they were
Okay.
talking about jangan main pin table.
Pin table. I can't remember.
Yeah, so pin tables
Okay.
are those arcades lah actually.
Oh, right, okay.
Right. I don't know why they call them pin tables, but that's what they call them. So
It's like a mixture of pinball and
And
ping pong tables.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, maybe that is it. Yeah, you're
could
right.
be. So they were giving this thing, talk about it, and then this one chick, I don't want to name his name lah, but then he said when he was addressing me, he called me, you know what? Planet. She like he said planet.
What?
Planet.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
So is that what people used to call you after that?
No, for a short while only lah. After that,
Okay.
after that, perhimpunan saja di
Didn't
planet.
people call you pin table at some point?
Oh, pin table also, yes.
Why did they? I thought that's where the story was going.
No, it's a
suddenly,
planet.
suddenly.
But the
got
pin
it.
table also kena
Ah.
juga. But yeah,
Okay.
pin table sama planet. Aduh.
Okay, I'll tell you another funny story, okay? When I was in primary school, okay? So, in the primary school that I went to was SK Tanjung Aru. And there wasn't a lot of people with melanin, lah, put it that way, at the school, right? So there, I was every black guy on TV. Okay?
Kau lah Will Smith.
I got all the black guys on TV, that's me. You know what I mean? The worst was, I think at some point Mandela visited Malaysia for some kind of like trip or whatever, and there was on TV too, there was a song, Mandela, 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 right?
Okay.
And during assembly, all these kids, whenever they see me, they're like, Mandela, Mandela, Mandela.
But this is what during you Tanjung Aru lah.
Yeah,
So you became Mandela.
I was freaking Mandela, dude. Oh, Mandela, you lost. You know, like that kind of shit. Man.
That's like a nice surname though, Peter Mandela.
Peter
That should be your-
Mandela.
you should be
I
Peter
could lead the
Mandela.
rebellion
Yes.
in Congo or something. You know what I
That
mean?
kind of shit won't fly no more, I'm pretty sure. In this age of cultural awareness,
Cultural awareness.
social
Yeah.
behaviors.
Yeah. No, the Peter thing was for a little while.
Peter,
And the
yeah.
thing is, I kind of did like Mysterious Girl. So I was like, okay, Peter Ade is not the most horrible
bad.
person to be associated with. But the funny thing is that people thought that actually my name was Peter.
Peter Andre,
like
right.
they weren't trying to make fun of me.
Like
They
Peter.
thought that was my name.
Yeah. Which wouldn't be strange also. I had a Malay friend in university last time. He's a Malay dude from Sabah, but his name is Freddy. Yeah, it's like on the IC name Freddy. So yeah, it's over there we cool about that kind of stuff. Over here they're a bit like, mashallah,
Right. It depends. It depends also lah.
mashallah.
But on
And-
that note though, Shaz,
Yeah.
very quickly, I just don't mean to
Sure.
interrupt you. When I went to Labuan the first time,
Right.
I did find it strange that everybody was staring. A little bit.
Oh yeah, over there. To be
So-
honest, every day over
So,
there.
so I was like, oh okay.
Yeah,
Is
that's
there something on my forehead?
Yeah.
Right.
No, Labuan is probably yes, but I wasn't talking about Labuan specifically for that school. I was
Yeah.
talking about in Sabah. But yes, I have been to Labuan, studied there for a year.
But they don't give you like a bad stare. It's like more of a welcoming stare, but it's more of
Right.
like I'm looking at you just to study you.
Yeah, no, it's a fascination thing.
And I feel like
Holy
I
shit!
feel like I want to say I come in peace.
No, maybe they're thinking, is he about to start dancing? You know?
but then
But that is seriously a lot of like when I was growing up. That's the references that people used to use. You know, hey
Right.
Shaz,
Yeah.
later when you bercinta kan, you tapuk belakang pokok. It's all from the all the teasing was from the movies. You know.
right.
Shaz, nanti if you like guling-guling in the padang, jangan be careful got semut like that kan.
Yeah, but basically the Indian
How many times do you change baju when you go dating?
the Indian community there is actually so small that almost all of them know each other. Like I went to school with this guy, I just thought, oh, I know Sharizan. I mean, I know Sharizan. There's nothing special about his being different or whatever. To me, it's just like because there's 30 other races of kids, you don't give a shit. What? Anyway, after that already I go to school, go to university, all that. Rupanya Auntie Jaibun yang my mom knows is cousins with your mom.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, KK is small. Yeah, especially if you see another Indian person. That's why I always joke that in KK, growing up, especially in the 90s, right? If you saw another Indian person in the mall, they would stop whatever they're doing and stare at you for a second. Another Indian. I thought I was the only one.
It is a glitch in the matrix.
Wait, is that me?
My
So
goodness.
yeah, but now not so bad. But I got another thing that's funny about this is that I don't know if you get this,
Right.
but I used to get it whenever somebody else like sees another Indian person. They're like, "Hey, Shaz, your friend, your cousin, Shaz, your cousin, Shaz." You know? so I had one friend from East Malaysia, right? Came here, and we went to McDonald's to makan, and she said, "Hey, Shaz, your friend, your kawan, Shaz." And I'm like, "You doing that joke here? You cannot do that joke in West Malaysia. Every 5 minutes you'll be doing that joke." That one is funny in Sabah because it's kind of like spot the difference, right?
Right.
Do that here. Know your place for your humor. Okay, so I'm fresh off the boat, me a case lah. That's why, you know.
But yeah, it was a bit of a culture shock when I came here.
Yeah.
Very different, I guess.
Yeah. Welcome to Popcorn Rants, the
Where
show where we
kinda
talk about movies.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I think we started
Talk about
off with
movies.
movies. We were talking about actors who are themselves in movies. How about that?
There's
When
no
you-
other version of themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would say Nicolas Cage.
Oh,
Where is
Nicolas Cage obviously plays
Nicolas Cage.
But where
yeah.
is he? He's just been like, he went into like treasure hunting and that he became part of a national treasure.
No,
now,
he's
isn't he?
doing a lot of like not like blockbuster movies, but still pretty good movies. He's got one that's coming out where he plays Dracula.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds interesting. I would
Yeah.
watch.
I will stand up in the cinema if at any point in the Marvel Cinematic they will show Ghost Rider and then he walks out with his mask and I'd be like, yo! Nobody else gets it.
Right.
I'd be like, yes! We waited for this moment.
Right.
He was Ghost Rider, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, he was.
He was Ghost Rider.
And he was pretty
You know, he
kick-ass.
was almost Superman.
Yeah, he was. Almost. He had the suit. They had him acting in the suit and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Nicolas.
There was this Venn diagram that I saw, right, where they showed good actors that act in good movies. For example, Leonardo DiCaprio, right? Then there are like good actors that act in bad movies, and then they showed, I think, Johnny Depp or something like that. And then they showed bad actors that act in good movies, and it was like another one, bad actors that act in bad movies, right? And then in the middle, this Venn diagram that covers everything is Nicolas Cage. He is both a good and a bad actor that acts both in good and bad movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But any movie you watch is fantastic. Like there was one that I watched in a hotel room. Just by accident. Turn on, hey, okay, Nicolas Cage, watch lah. The one with the animatronics. And he doesn't
yeah.
say a single line. I'm guessing because the people who made the movie didn't have money to pay him to talk or whatever. I don't know.
No, I think it's funnier that way.
And it works. It just works.
It's about the robots that become haunted.
Haunted, yeah.
Right.
And it's
And
like
he's killing them lah. He goes into like action mode, Rambo, and grapples with those things. Kind of
I feel like Nicolas Cage is what Nickelback did to alternative rock. You know,
in what sense?
in every sense.
In every
it's
sense.
like he's the
It's like-
Nickelback of movies.
He's the
Oh.
Nickelback of actors.
Oh, really?
He's both good and bad.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
it's like the songs are great.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? After a while,
You're
it's
right.
just like it's Nickelback.
Right.
Yeah.
You know? And then Nicolas Cage is like that.
You're
Right.
kind of
It's
right.
like the
because
movie is good.
Nickelback, they got catchy songs.
Have you seen the Deadpool Nickelback thing?
No.
Oh, you guys never seen this guy? Okay,
I remember
okay.
you mentioning it though.
Deadpool Nickelback.
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
Oh, I can see Shaz's
Yeah.
history. Did you catch that
Would
link?
you? Your browser's open.
What's
Somebody.
what's the
Okay,
history?
okay.
Children of the Corn, IKEA. Is Asian a race?
Ah.
We can talk about that.
Okay. He's
Is
Asian
Asian a
race.
You know why? Because in America, they always say, I'm
Asian.
Asian. I'm Asian. I'm
What
like,
the heck
but
is
that's
Asian?
strange. That's
Asian
not a
is
race.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then it makes sense though, because if they say, "Are you African?" You're like, you look African in that sense,
Right.
right? And
Even
they would
if-
think you'd be from that continent.
I wouldn't even say African is a race because the North Africans and the South Africans,
Yeah.
they don't look the same, right?
So is this white people just referencing people?
Yeah, I think it's just white people dumbing shit down.
Yeah.
So they can I can tell the difference. They all.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like, we don't care where they're exactly from. Let's just take the continent
Right,
they're from
yeah,
and call them
exactly.
that.
Call them that. Exactly. I don't want to learn shit because you're like Indian, Filipino.
Hey, but Indians, they call them Indians, right?
no, I mean technically Indians would be Asians.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
think
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
think
Indians
about
are
it.
South Asians. Yeah,
Mm.
so it's like Indians, and the other one is like Middle Eastern, right?
Yeah.
They are both Asian and,
European.
African and technically
European as
kind
well.
of like European as
Yeah.
well, right?
Yeah.
So it's not as simple as it makes it seem. But yeah, Asian is a racist because people always say that I'm Asian, and then they're like, oh, but this is Korean Asian, and they're like, no, Asian is not a race. Korean is a race.
Yeah.
Japanese is a race. Right? Chinese,
Yeah.
Indian, you know.
Oh, you mean to say they treat it like African American,
Yes.
Mexican American? No,
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't work like
Yeah.
that. I think
Yeah.
I wouldn't call myself Malaysian Asian. I'm just Malaysian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, technically, no, wait, Malay.
Right, yeah, I guess so. But even like if you say you're Indian Malaysian, right, then or Malaysian,
Oh, yeah,
Indian,
yeah, that kinda makes
you
sense.
need to say it together.
Yeah,
because
Indian
that's
Malaysian.
different from
Yeah.
just Indian.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Chinese Malaysian
Chinese Malaysian is
and
different.
CCP.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
This is what happens when we try to go through your
Okay,
history.
history.
man.
And the other one I looked up was pork lard.
Oh, okay.
Why were you looking up pork?
Okay, so there was this
I don't
article,
know.
right? Okay, and the person wrote no big, and then the other one was pork and lard after that. So it looks like it's no pork, no lard, which is something that's normal,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
And the person went to the restaurant, and a Malay girl out, and then she saw that they serve pork, and then they said, "Oh, actually, we don't use lard." And he says, "Then why did you put no pork, no lard?" Right? And online they were saying no, they're saying no,
No
pork,
pork
lard.
lard.
And then I'm like, is pork lard even a word? And then I just Googled it.
Oh,
so
no,
that's
it
why I
is.
said.
Yeah, it is. Pork lard is like
Yeah. 'Cause I
beef,
think-
cow lard.
I don't
Yeah,
think
that's-
pork,
that's- there's
pork lard
different-
is a word. I'm not sure.
Because I think lard is like a part of where that fatty
Fat,
part is
yeah.
taken out from.
No, because I think lard is pig fat only, right?
No.
Really?
Right.
They might have other
I
animals
think
that have lard too.
even cow stuff they call
They might.
lard.
No, I don't think they call it
Try,
lard.
try say just say lard. Just look at lard.
Okay, we're eventually going to get to the Nickelback video.
Yeah, okay. We'll wait for the Nickelback one.
Define lard.
What is
No,
it?
do define lard.
Or you could just say, what types of lard are there?
Lard of a pig, specifically pig.
Interesting.
Interesting indeed. So what do they call? Ghee.
yeah.
There's
Tallow.
fat. Tallow.
Yeah.
Cow is tallow.
Tallow.
That-
Tallow, yeah.
What do they
Cow
call?
shit.
What do they call fat from goat? Like the meat is mutton
I'm
and
guessing sheep. I guess tallow as well. I don't know.
Gallo?
okay. I today I learned.
Beef and mutton fat tallow, yeah, I guess so.
So
We're learning all kinds of shit
when
today.
you say lard, it can only mean pork
Yes.
lard.
Okay.
Yeah, it can only mean pork.
Oh, today I learned.
I wonder what went through the guy who named the word lard. Is it the sound it makes as it falls, like lard?
Lord.
I heard the lard upstairs. Lard. Oh lard! Or maybe that's how it was like. Oh lard, that's delicious. Oh lard.
Or maybe he was eating it, it was just so oily, and he's like, what should we call this? Lard.
Lard. Once upon a
Wait.
American Music Awards won People's Choice
Okay,
Award.
no, wait.
Canadian. Oh, really? You know,
Okay, let's start the whole thing.
Marvel licensed by Fox. It's
Okay,
like
I start from the beginning lah.
Captain from Marvel movies. We are Marvel. Yeah, but you know, you're Marvel licensed by Fox. It's like if the Beatles were produced by Nickelback. It's music, but it sucks. I'm done. I've had it with all this Nickelback hating, alright? You think that makes you cool with the cool kids in school, Fred? No, it just makes me right. It doesn't. They're overproduced, formulaic ear garbage. Oh, really? You know who might disagree with that? Facts. 50 million albums worldwide. 11th best-selling musical act of all time. Billboard's most successful rock group of the last decade. 6 Grammy nominations, 12 Juno Awards. Those count. 6 Billboard Awards, 2 American Music Awards, 1 People's Choice Award, Canadian, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Okay.
Sorry. I thought we were just having fun. I didn't realize it was a... You were, yeah, see, you were nicer as a kid.
Fred Savage.
Tired of living like a blind man. Sick and tired without a sense of feeling. This is how you
Remind me of how I really.
This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am.
Said, sorry, just tell a different story. I've been down on a broken bottle. Oh man.
We should
So,
do a
yeah.
cover that song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
The thing is
it
that
was
yeah.
we were all bopping at one point.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah. No, the thing is that Nickelback, people say that they're like they suck at as a rock band, but actually rock right now is kind of dead.
Yeah, it is.
There's no like a big rock, no new big rock bands that have come out, and I think in the last like 5 years, has there even been any rock songs in the top 40 besides Imagine Dragons?
Which is also leaning to the pop side of things.
Yeah,
by the way.
Right.
So
yeah.
there's no like rock, no
Right,
alternative
yeah.
rock.
But my kid loves that one. First things first, I'ma say all the words that's in my head.
Right, yeah. That's how Imagine Dragons is the only one
Yeah,
that
that is true.
I can think of. So like that's why new metal especially, I like that genre, right? It died in 2005. We were talking about this in the
Last
last
week, yeah.
and I realized that rock eventually changes as time goes on, right? You went from-
Music changes.
yeah, but like even rock as a genre, right? So like new metal, and then it went to like the emo phase, I think at some point,
Yeah.
and it's like My Chemical Romance
Yeah.
and all of that.
Oh yeah.
And then it went through like other different different kinds of phases, and then like it just died. Like Avril Lavigne dropped a pretty catchy song, and
It
it only
didn't
got
pick
like
up.
it didn't really pick up.
Oh, like really recently.
Not that long ago, yeah.
Oh.
Avril Lavigne. Let's see, what is her latest song?
Avril Lavigne.
Um,
She took a break because I think she was fighting lupus.
oh really?
Oh no
Yeah.
kidding! Wow.
Yeah.
Lupus is a skin disease.
Did you hear this conspiracy
Yes.
theory that Avril Lavigne is not Avril Lavigne?
Sorry, what?
Did you ever heard this conspiracy theory?
Yeah, every
I think
living-
only
Avril
from-
Lavigne is actually this girl called Christina. I never heard this conspiracy theory.
No.
So they said the reason why Avril Lavigne looks so young is because the real Avril Lavigne died at some point, and this is actually her body double that is taken over.
and they're just monetizing out of it.
Yeah, and then they even took like pictures and they showed like younger Avril Lavigne, older Avril Lavigne, like changes in the face that shouldn't be there.
Right.
So wait, is this really Christina singing? I mean, Avril Lavigne singing?
We won't really know, I guess.
Well, then all these celebrities get facelifts, right?
Oh, that's Travis Barker.
182.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Oh, not bad.
It's catchy, right?
It is. Yeah.
She's like vampire, like this Avril Lavigne.
She got the goth thing going on. Ah,
But she doesn't age.
yeah.
Like, she still looks like she's in her 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah. How old should she be?
She should be 40, I think.
Are
Or
you
late
kidding?
30s. She's about our age, huh?
Yeah. Wow.
So
Yeah,
we-
you forgot that you're 40?
No,
I look that
I'm
up? Can I
pretty
just find out how
aware.
old she
I
is?
just thought she was.
She is.
Not that old.
Okay, you guys ready? You guys want to just take a number at this? Just
I would guess 38.
I'm gonna say 35.
38, 35.
Yeah.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah. Sure.
Dang. Shaz, you hit the
Oh,
nail
serious?
Wow. Okay.
straight on its head. Yeah, she's 38. Exactly 38.
Okay.
But she really does look like she's in her 20s. Wow.
Yeah,
she
that's
look
true.
hot.
Yeah, no, because I know Avril Lavigne is about our age. Because when she started to come out with her songs, we were still in school listening to Channel V. Remember
yeah.
that?
Channel V
Channel
and
V.
MTV Asia.
Yeah, exactly. So,
But it makes sense because all her exes were like musicians as well.
Chad Krieger was her ex.
Yeah.
no,
from
she, hey,
Nickelback.
divorced already. Yeah?
That was divorced back in
Oh.
2015, and then the guy from Sum 41, Derek
Oh,
Whibley,
the
the
singer.
one with the white hair. Yeah,
Oh wow.
this dude.
Some 41.
Oh, he looks so. Why did they all look so different after a while? That dude.
Ah, right. Yeah,
See?
yeah.
Right. Yeah. Some 41.
And they're also divorced. So
Oh, okay.
I guess frontman for
Right.
Green Day, he's still up for.
Green Day. Why not? What's his name again? Joey. Billy Joel.
Joe
Ah,
Armstrong,
yeah,
Billy
yeah.
Joel.
Have you heard the new Linkin Park song?
Oh yeah, that was pretty
Hey,
good.
I still
Yeah.
haven't,
Some
you
unreleased stuff
mentioned-
that they brought up.
Yeah. There's
Lost.
the lost song called Lost.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, the thing is that I listened to it, right? And I'm like, this slaps, man.
Yeah, it does.
Like, it's really good.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering, like, seriously, people don't want to listen to music like this anymore.
Yeah. Kan?
You know? It's like, nobody want to listen to music like this anymore. So it's like, that's strange, man.
Yeah.
In that case, what are you listening to? I've been listening to a lot of Blackpink.
Oh, right. No,
Yes.
I actually like a lot of modern pop. That's great, you know. I think the most recent one I was watching was Charlie Puth Light Switch.
Oh, like less.
Yeah.
That thing's got a story
Yeah.
behind it, right?
Yeah.
It's a song that he
TikTok.
made on Twitter or online or
Yeah,
something.
on TikTok. I think.
On TikTok, yeah.
That's how I kind of like found out about it as well.
He made it on TikTok. Can you believe that?
It's crazy.
You just because you flip the switch.
Yeah,
right?
and he liked the sound,
Yeah.
and then he just built a song around the whole sound of the click.
Yeah.
Turn it on like a light switch. Put on something
Yeah.
on my head. I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't even think that's in the ballpark of.
Yeah, I know. I just
But-
make up lyrics anytime.
That's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
We were planning the freestyle, but
Yeah.
that didn't work
Can we
out.
can we still do it, please? Just 4
Okay,
bars.
okay, freestyle
Yeah.
of.
I don't know. Just what do you feel like you are in right now? Where you are in life, and what you feel like you're doing where you are in the studio with the two of us, all three of us here.
Okay, well, I've never claimed to be any good at freestyle. Although something you guys might not know. Okay, I was part of a hip hop trio called Just MCs.
No kidding. Who were the other two counterparts to your Shahs?
AUR, also known as Shafi'i.
Oh,
Yeah,
Shafi.
and Bobby P.
Bobby P.
Bobby P is Shafi's friend, and he was a really good freestyle Malay rapper.
Wow.
What was your name though?
Oh man,
Like Mackie Mac,
I
Shazzy
think
Shaz?
I think it was called Cipher. I think
Cipher.
Cipher
okay.
without any vowels.
Oh,
Oh, SYFR.
PHRR.
Cipher.
Cipher.
You did the no vowels thing
I did
before
the
it
no
was
vowels
cool.
thing, yeah.
Okay.
The other thing before that, that was like my early 2000s name. My 90s name was even 90s.
Oh,
So MC, Ice Cool.
I
But the cool is spelled with a Q.
K. Oh,
With a Q, baby. QEWL.
I totally misread
That's
that.
how 90s I was.
I
Back
thought
in
you
the
were
day.
conventional.
So you know
Yeah.
what? You're gonna give us a 4 bar just on the whole story that you just told us. Okay.
I don't think I can
you,
do that.
You can play along with like what's the name? What school? High school?
High school.
Yeah, high school. Hanging out with 3 fools.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Well,
Hang
these
out
guys
with-
seem to have
Wanna
a
jump in
Hanging out
the
with-
swimming
Pool.
pool? Yeah. where
But we're the type of guys that don't listen to the rules.
yeah, exactly. You know.
Yeah. The thing like hip hop, I always like it how they take something that's not supposed to rhyme
Yeah.
and they make it rhyme.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
Like the guys that can do that are very creative.
Yeah, but the words are not actually like rhyming, but it's just the way they,
They
say,
say
it.
it,
Yeah, and then
yes.
it makes it sound like it rhymes.
But yeah, it's actually also a lot of practice, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they keep trying to come up with
Yeah.
rhymes, and
Yeah.
eventually you got a whole bunch of words that you know can to save you
exactly.
if you can't come
Yeah,
up with anything.
You ever heard this thing last time in hip hop used to say nothing rhymes with orange?
Yeah.
Orange. Yeah, didn't
And then-
somebody just do that?
Eminem, I think
Yeah,
he had like
and
the
Eminem
whole
had like a song,
Yeah,
Orange, where he
yeah.
just rhymed everything
like
with orange.
Darhinge with
Yeah.
Oh,
Orange.
orange.
Oranges, syringes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like how you make
Yeah.
that word with something
Yeah.
else. It's funny, you know. You just brought up about Eminem.
Right.
If he has like a thank you speech for whatever nomination or whatever
Right.
that he's just won, when he thanks someone, it sounds like he's
Rhyming.
he's like he's putting in
Oh,
bars.
right.
So I feel like that's just how he is with everything.
Architect Mickey and Mackie and
Right.
Mikey and Boo. I could never have done it without you two.
Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
there you go.
Right.
You know his daughter's getting married, right?
His daughter's getting married.
Yeah. What's been up, man? How's your daughter?
I'm a father. I'm about to be a father too. Her name, what's the name of the
Bonnie.
Bonnie. Bonnie.
Her name is Haley and
Haley.
Bonnie. I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Haley Bonnie's. Somebody just proposed to her on her Instagram. I saw, right? And everybody was like, "Eminem's gonna be your dad-in-law. And it's gonna be your father-in-law."
Okay, you ready for your rap down?
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just 4 bars. 4 bars, Dill. You can do it.
4 bars is basically 4 lines.
It's like da na 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 na. That's 2 bars, and then you can just go da na 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 na
Come
na
with a
na
nice
na na na.
beat, though.
Okay. I'm here sitting with 2 dudes. These 2 guys that I used to knew. One of them I know from work, the other one from school. Whenever I hang out with them, I'm in a good mood. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, hey, why not?
Okay.
Sitting down with some not so great food, but it doesn't really matter. Hey, it's just 3 dudes.
Yeah, right.
You know, sitting out here, wanna be having some beers.
Oh yeah, hey, that's 4. Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
so
Yeah,
You guys are pretty good.
I'm
at
going
this
to
stuff.
give you guys a beat, right? So you guys
Right.
ready to just drop some lines?
Oh man,
So
this
just
is
try
gonna
to
be
do this.
bad.
It doesn't
Okay,
matter.
all right, sure.
All right, let's go.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, y'all?
We're here with Fat the Dilio,
DJ
Dilio,
Shaz.
with BKs to the OKs. Okay, guys, here we are. We rapping and we trying to be a star. Every time you ask, I will give you more, and every once in a while, I'll snore.
Well done, Lashaz. That was fun.
Wow, that was pretty good. Off of the top of the dome.
On top of the dome,
All the
man.
top of the
Mr.
dome.
DJ The Shot. Check it out. Album dropping up next week.
Right.
Up in here.
Yeah, I have no idea if I did that, but yeah, okay.
Yeah,
anyways.
wow, that's
You
pretty
just
cool.
unlocked a little part of
Ah,
your head where
yeah.
it's like it's there,
Yeah.
but because you're
Creativity.
like being put at the tip of the whatever it is, you're just
Right.
like, let's just go with it. But it worked. It worked.
Right.
See?
It's kind of amazing how the brain works like that, right?
Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah.
Sometimes you just put. Some people can just do it like that.
Yep.
On the
Right.
spot.
Right. Albeit badly.
Albeit bad.
Still better than nothing.
But yes, thanks for pushing us, BK. This is why we need to have guests on the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Think
To give it a
outside
whole
the
new
box.
dimension, you know?
Yeah, this could be a new segment in your
Oh,
show.
yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Bad freestyle.
You know, I was just thinking about that.
Right.
We should have segments. Like, right now, we're going to our Who's the Actor, blah, 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 blah segment or whatever. You
Right.
want, something show related. So you always know you got a movie slash entertainment thing
So
going
what
on.
I hear you're saying is that you want to add structure to our show.
That's a bit hard to accomplish.
We're
I'll
supposed to
admit.
be talking
I'll
about
admit.
movies.
Look where we are.
Yeah,
We have talked about Nicolas Cage. That's it.
Guys, perfect.
Right.
All right, we're going to get Nicolas Cage
Right.
to act in this movie that Shaz wants to direct. I already got the name.
Okay.
The name of the show is called Unstructured.
It's like an M. Night
Do you
Shyamalan
need to
film.
have the pause before you say it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dramatic effect.
Title of the movie is
It's like 3 U's in the front with a dot, and then it comes structured.
Unstructured.
Unstructured. Yeah, no. Nicolas Cage would just be here. Just be like, just do whatever. Just film him.
He'll be
you
up
know?
here unplugging the plugs and things.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage.
Can you do a Nicolas Cage impression?
I'm trying to remember how he acts like. I can't
The
picture
Fast and
it.
Furious one, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the meme one.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
the meme thing. I always remember the Fast and Furious. Oh no, not the Fast and Furious. Was it Fast and Furious? He's trying to
It could have
steal
been.
cars. No, trying to steal cars thing.
No, that one is 30 seconds, 30 minutes or less, something like that.
30 seconds.
30
to
seconds
Mar-
or less.
30 seconds to Mars is bad. Yeah.
Right.
No, 30 seconds or less. I
30,
think.
30 seconds or less?
30
Oh yeah,
seconds.
that sounds familiar. That's what they were known for, being able
30
to break
minutes or
30
less.
minutes or less.
30 minutes or less. Okay, all right.
Is that Nicolas Cage? No, it's not.
Oh, then it's not.
Yeah.
It's was it sort of a car heisty, steal a car thing?
Yeah, it's something to do with numbers, I think.
numbers.
Nicolas Cage. Oh, wait.
30 seconds.
Something to do
Before.
with movies. Something to do with movies.
Good start. Nicolas Cage movie. What do you call that?
Cars.
Cinematography. Yeah, it's about a story about cars with Nicolas Cage in it, and he does that thing before he's about to jack a jack a car. He's like, "All right, let's do it," or something like that, or some shit. I don't know.
Okay. Gone in 60 seconds.
Gone in 60 seconds. What did you say? 30 minutes or less?
And I said 30 seconds or less.
30 seconds. Yeah.
And then there
in
was a movie called
60
30 minutes or
seconds.
less.
Right. Gone in 60 seconds.
Gone in 60
They
seconds.
could have used that as a spin off of any of the Fast and Furious franchise, you know?
Oh, right.
Like one of the
They-
dudes who was
Right.
supposed to be part of the crew.
Right.
Ends up doing a heist
Right.
job.
You know, we were talking about this. You know that all the Fast and Furious movies are not in the same
Yeah.
structure.
Yeah, they're not. They're just
Right.
like, yeah, it's just different.
No, I mean like the title of the movie is not in the same structure.
Oh, really?
So the first one is The Fast and the Furious, right?
Mhm.
And the second one was Too Fast, Too Furious.
Right.
And then like Fast and Furious 3 was Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift.
Tokyo Drift, right.
And then Fast and Furious 4 was Fast and Furious 4, I think. And then Fast and Furious 5 was just F5.
Okay.
And then Fast and Furious 6, well, I
Fast
think it-
6.
Was it Fast 7, I think it was called, right?
Fast 7.
I think it was Furious 6.
The Furious 6, yes.
Yes.
Furious 6,
And then
Fast
it was-
7.
And then Fast 7.
Yes.
So it's constantly just changing, you know?
I think the creative department that wanted to name
Yes.
them was like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
That's
Probably.
basically arranging fridge magnets with
Yeah,
alphabets in
yes.
it, and they're like, "Mommy, it
Matrix.
Yeah. You know what I think? I think it's a mistake. Like somebody messed up the title at some point where they just like they were in movie 3 and then just like, oh man, we messed up the title. Hey, wait a minute. What if it was on purpose?
Wouldn't that make us smart?
Yes, exactly.
Right, yeah. What were we talking about before this? Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas
Cage.
Cage and that movie, Gone in 60 Seconds.
in
And
Gone in
yeah,
60
movie runs, popcorn.
He was really good in Lord of War, I felt.
Oh, that was a fantastic movie.
That was a really good movie.
I like that. It's about him being a gun. What do you call those people?
No, he's a weapons like distributor.
No,
So
there's
he,
a nicer name for that. Like
yeah.
he's arms dealer. He's an arms dealer.
yeah.
Okay. I like that's how the nicer name comes.
Yeah.
Arms dealer sounds better than what weapons.
Weapon manufacturer.
Manufacturer.
That's the grunt work. This guy does the cool walking over to the other country's government and slow talking to the president.
Similar to War Dogs. Have you seen
War
that?
Dogs is also good.
yeah.
That's the
Very-
fat guy.
very
right?
similar, yeah.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill.
When he was still fat and not looking like a 60-year-old.
This is the new Nicolas Cage movie where he plays Dracula. Redfield.
What's his
How
role?
old is this?
This is new. This is new one.
Like
Coming
new,
out this
new?
year.
How new?
April this year.
Yeah, it's not even out yet.
Yeah.
He's gonna be into
He does have the
it.
vampire face,
Yeah,
though,
yeah, he
right?
definitely
I mean,
does.
he already
Can
played
go.
a vampire in a vampire movie, right?
He did. I know he was
did?
like a dead skeleton dude that
Oh,
lived
yeah.
up with a motorbike.
Oh,
I mean, I'm
that's
talking
the-
about.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Ghost Rider.
Yeah,
Ghost Rider, but I swear he did a vampire
He's a
one
jack of all
before.
trades, isn't he?
Yeah. No, he definitely is.
And he's had
One
some
of
good-
those.
yeah. One of-
So what have you been watching recently?
Yeah.
DK?
I've been watching The Recruit. Have you guys heard of that?
Yeah.
Okay, actually, it was kind of suggested by Shaz to watch it.
Oh, the law CIA
Yeah,
guy.
so what did you think about it?
Oh, was that? It was good. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm only on episode 1,
Okay.
so
That's fine.
it's going okay so
Okay,
far.
okay.
And I
I was
thought
about to say, I'm not gonna lie, I never watched it.
No, no.
Why would you lie to us, BK?
I
No,
watched
okay,
it. I really
okay,
watched
okay.
it. You know that girl?
Yeah.
I forget the names. I just know who their faces are. Okay,
Right.
the girl who's locked up in the prison.
The girl locked up in the
Oh,
prison.
yeah,
the Russian girl.
The girl-
Right?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Russian girl.
I'm not gonna lie. When Shaz told me about the series, I was like, okay, let me just search this up. And then I saw that guy. What Noah?
Yeah, it's in
Centaur.
Centorino.
Centorino.
Centaur?
Yeah.
One of those.
Centennial.
Right.
Yeah,
Centennial.
Centennial. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about
I
right.
thought the girl was Angelina Jolie.
Oh, right.
Can you guys see
Yeah, I can see.
yeah.
And then only up front, I'm like, I don't think Angelina looks that small.
Right.
Yeah, she's sort of young and
Yeah, and young, the petite version. But yeah, the show as a whole has been so far so good.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not a serious spy movie.
Yeah.
Betul?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like meant to be taken lightheartedly, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? So if you're looking for some kind of drama, that's not going to be it.
Nah.
But it's I think it's kind of like a fish out of water story because he's a lawyer technically, right?
Yeah.
But he somehow becomes a CIA agent
Exactly, and-
after that. But so he's a lawyer trying to do agent stuff, and that's when the bumbling is where it's like
The funny
the
part.
funny part and
Yeah.
stuff like that, you know?
And it's nice to know that he was thrown into the deep end to become
Yeah.
an agent. Like he
Right.
went on all these little things that he thought he
Yeah.
could just do it. Like
Yeah.
I'm a lawyer, I can do
Right.
this, and then he gets all sorts of
Yeah,
things
like he gets on a
happening.
plane to the operation somewhere in where?
I think
Jordan or something like that?
Yeah, Yemen. Yeah.
Yemen, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Selamba hati je, naik kapal terbang, go there. But that was because the other two agents were goading him, right? Like, yeah, you just go and, claim later.
Yeah.
Make sure you claim.
Yeah.
Itu saja dia bilang.
Yeah.
Macam orang Melayu pula. Kau jangan lupa claim, ah.
Yeah.
It's funny. I mean, as a whole, this series kind of shows that at the end of the day, all the other shows that have showed CIA or whatever agency, they're supposed to be cool. They're supposed to be
Right,
agents
right,
and whatnot,
right,
right? This one shows like how corporate they can be.
Right.
And then you have like the
Right.
corporate backstabbers
Right,
within the
right,
office
right.
scenario that are like trying to like mess with you.
Actually, that's
The-
kind of right.
Yeah.
The producers that come in and ruin everything.
Shall not name names. I guess.
that was a reference to a movie.
Yeah, the producers of a movie, right? Yeah, that's what you meant.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, there was actually a movie called The Producers. Have you heard of it?
No.
It-
I have, I think.
It's an old movie where these producer guys found out that if you make a flop movie, you can actually make more money.
Right.
So they deliberately try to make a flop movie.
I only remember the fat guy who acted in it. I keep remembering
You know,
fat
like,
guys.
the fat guy who acted in it.
I'm trying to remember the name. I can't quite remember.
Don't really remember anything about him except he was fat.
No,
Oh dear.
I remember I remember a scene where it
Right.
was like inside a fake building,
Right.
And they had a dance thing going on. Is that the one?
Could be.
Yeah.
Nathan Lane.
Nathan Lane is the fat guy I'm thinking about.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, you just put the image of Jonah Hill.
Not Jonah Hill. Nathan Lane.
I guess I should have led with that. When you were thinking
And he's a
about it.
great
The
singer
thing is
too.
that I didn't think Nathan Lane was fat. That's why. So
I guess
didn't-
relatively,
Right, I guess so, I
compared
guess
to the
so.
other cast.
Okay.
Who was the other protagonist?
I can't remember, man.
Yeah,
Such
but
a
then I
old
only
movie.
remember him. I think he sings a bit in the show,
Yeah.
and he sings very good. I think it's his actual singing voice. Macam.
But the gist of the movie is that producer tak boleh percaya lah. That's the gist.
Yeah. That's a tough pill to swallow, lah.
Aduh.
So yeah. So if you guys did not know, BK is a very famous radio announcer.
Oh
Wait,
yes,
what,
he
really?
is.
Yeah,
no.
he was at some point.
You were doing the morning show on a pretty big
Yeah.
station at one point.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Can we even say the name of the station? Or will you get sued? Because, hey, remember that NDA you signed? Well, you owe us $1 million now.
Maybe we won't name the
Okay.
the place,
Okay,
lah,
let's
just
not
in
do
case, can
Yeah,
Yeah.
can.
Okay,
Now, you know
anyway.
the morning show on two places. Just that one place was slightly more famous, lah.
Oh. Trax also his morning
Oh,
place.
dear.
Yeah.
Trax we can talk about, right? It's government.
Yeah,
It's ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our station. That's our station.
Betul,
In a way,
But
in a
Trax
way.
was a fun place where you can actually play your own music.
Yeah, that's what I love
the
most
biggest
about
A plus
Trax.
about it.
A plus plus
And
plus.
honestly-
You're not supposed to, but
Yeah,
nobody
but
cares.
here's the biggest, like, I'm just unveiling this. The
Okay,
listeners
okay.
loved it because they felt like they could vibe with the DJs.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
yeah,
it's not just like when you come on air and you speak, but you're setting a tone, and then these
Correct.
people who are tuning in, they like everything
Yes.
part of it.
The-
You can't take
yeah, it's not just the song.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
the you and the whatever you're talking
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I remember there was one show that I did, right, where one day I decided, okay, let's do like retro 90s, right?
Right.
So I started to play all the Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, and all of this stuff. And there was this girl who was on Twitter. It's like, yo, dude, I'm cleaning my house right now. Me and my housemate have stopped cleaning, and we are now listening to your song selection. And then, like 1 hour, it was 1 hour later, and we still haven't continued cleaning the house.
Yeah.
Those
So,
are the
yeah.
OG
Yeah,
listeners,
yeah.
man.
I love
they,
that.
They,
Yeah.
they make your day as you're
Yes.
going back home. You know, you're
Yes.
like, hey, thanks
Yeah.
for tuning in.
Sometimes you get the tracks and you're just like, oh man, I gotta drive all the way here. I gotta be doing better on my Saturday night, and then you get that, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, it's worth it, right? Worth it.
So if anyone at the place, just take note. Please let the DJs play what they want because they've already set that tempo with the listeners who are tuning in.
Oh, I kind of didn't really though, because I would just roll up something like, I'm feeling like I want to play reggae, and I play reggae the whole hour, or whatever
right,
shit. I've done that
right.
a couple of times.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man.
No, that's one of the beauties of it, right? But I thought someone who likes reggae is like vibing with it.
Yeah.
But of course, maybe the other 90 people.
Yeah,
who
maybe
did
they
not
will
like
not
it,
listen,
they're
but
like, what's
oh my God,
happening?
it's like,
So,
not
so
reggae.
sometimes I just do my own thing.
Is that smoke coming out of the radio?
And I like how DJ Power would have this awesome thing where if he played a certain song, there's a bunch of different songs. If he plays this one song, he'd be like, "Oh, we gotta play this other." It's always like a pair
Right,
of
right.
these. Like, memang it feels like the tone of the song matches or something
Right,
like that.
right,
lah. The theme of the song, I loved it. I love listening to Power.
Right, right.
Power was awesome.
Right, yeah. We should get him on the podcast.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. This, you were saying that the radio station plays anything that they want, right? I mean, like basically DJs can play whatever they want, right? And I think that is one of the slight advantages we have over all other
All the other
stations.
stations.
Yeah. it's
Any
just
other
that-
station you listen to, it's going to be those same 20, 30 songs that have been rotating on the radio for the past however long.
But they're really genre based. That's why, because they've really
Yeah.
segmented their age groups.
Right.
Because most people are not radio connoisseurs. They're just like, I'm in a car, I turn on.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. If they're listening
Yeah.
to whatever it
In
is.
fact,
yeah.
nowadays with Bluetooth and the phone
Right.
and your, what do you call the things? Spotify.
Yeah.
People are just listening to whatever they're listening to.
That's true.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why whenever you air something that's like too talky, where you focus on families and stuff like that, right? Everybody's just like, yeah, no, Spotify.
Has this, it's like the focus on the family segment.
Today in history, I turned off my radio.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still glad though that Trax FM has to be there. It's a government-run station, and it's
no.
for the people. Man.
No, it's the thing about tracks is that I hate complaining about tracks on the podcast. But yeah,
Wait, how many times have you done this?
I think like maybe 2 or 3 times. But now we're like going pretty really deep into it. You know,
Oh,
the problem
dear.
is that everyone that's been on the show has worked at tracks.
All right.
Yes, yeah, yeah. You know,
X-Tracks
all these
FM.
people at tracks are cannot shut up. You know, that's why you give them a mic like this, habis. You know what I mean?
They go all over the place.
Yeah, it's we're addicted to this stuff. This is like
Yeah.
another form of cocaine. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Audio cocaine.
In a way, yeah.
I don't know what you've been sleeping on. Man.
No, because I mean, like certain things. That's what people say, right? I remember Magic the Gathering, the card game
Yes.
that's at the back there with all the boxes.
Look
right?
at that. That's like at least a couple of $1,000 worth of
Yeah.
hours and money.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought they were like tissue boxes.
Colorful tissue boxes.
Yes,
yeah.
Zendikar,
Yeah.
Takir,
Cards of Takir.
Fate Reforged.
Fate Reforged.
You have a lot of the Takir cards.
Yeah, yeah. They had a bunch of fetch lands that printed that cycle, so I thought I wanted to buy a bunch of those boxes. I shouldn't have done that though. I didn't make back my money, but
Okay, so I said 1,000, 2,000. What's the actual sort of
Maybe like
ballpark
10,
figure?
maybe like
10 grand you
Yeah.
dropped on these boxes?
over time, man.
Over
I've been
time,
doing that
yeah,
since
okay,
1993.
Would you ever trade them off though?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah?
I mean, I'm not really playing that much now. And then the thing about Magic is that okay, before we continue,
Okay,
why I
yeah.
wanted to add that is because the comic for Magic is called Cardboard Crack. Right.
Cardboard crack.
Yeah, so microphone cocaine is not that
My
good.
is not too far off.
So yeah, Magic the Gathering. Why I stopped playing it? It's because they used to have this thing called Grand Prix,
Okay.
where like 1,000 players would come and play in like a convention center somewhere,
Ah.
and it's a losing money kind of event,
Mm.
right? But the idea is to have these events so that you attract players that want to come and play, right? But at some point, Wizards realized that, hey, you know what? Competitive Magic doesn't make money. You know what makes money? Foiled cards,
Right.
alternate art, collector's item.
Yeah.
So they just print these expensive sets with like fancy cards, and people just ape into these things.
They're limited.
But
They're
didn't they,
limited edition kind of stuff, yeah.
didn't they also kind of force you to have to buy the new deck because that was the one that was in play that season or something?
No, that's true, but the thing is that was just the cheaper version of Magic, right? The more expensive collector's edition
You
of
don't
Magic
play
with the
with.
special sets. No, you can play with it.
Oh, you can.
But it's not necessary. You're just using it to pimp up your collection. Like that.
It
It's
could
like
even be the
Steve
same.
Glass.
It could even be the same cards
It's
from
exactly
this.
the same card.
It's just foil.
Foil, alternate art, all of these things. And then they realized that this makes way more money than
Money.
competitive Magic, right?
Because the nerds want to be completionists and get the whole
Look
set.
what I
right.
have. I have the alternate art foil version. You don't. I guess I win. See you, loser. So yeah, the thing is, right? That's what makes money.
Yeah.
So they stop all this competitive Magic, which is Grand Prix and all. Then I have never been world champion. The
No,
closest-
you don't say.
I know it's surprising, right? But the closest I have come is that I was one turn away from getting the top 8 of Malaysian national team. But
That's
doesn't matter.
pretty
Wow,
far,
that's pretty-
man.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one of the, and then I messed up. And that's what I realized, like mental fatigue. Well, one thing you don't
No.
realize when you're playing for 9 hours, the mental fatigue
It
kicks
hits,
in.
yeah.
So anyway, I have qualified for 2 pro tours though.
Wow.
Yeah, anyway. So this Magic the Gathering, right? I've never won anything, but I want the fantasy that if I play for 2 months, suddenly I go for the Grand Prix, man. My luck, that time,
time
you
you're
know?
world champion,
Yeah, I
you know?
become Grand Prix champion, right?
Hey, what's the prize pool? Let's say you go all the way to the end.
It sucks.
Really? How bad is it?
Because you're comparing it to
Yeah.
Dota prize pool money, right?
Oh, Dota is the
So-
biggest, I think, in all
Yeah.
gaming.
Dota's crazy.
So like if you win a Grand Prix, I think it's $2,500 US.
Oh,
wow.
okay, that's all right.
Yes.
But it's like it's too little for the amount of effort. that
Doesn't
you put
even
all
cover
the
the
way to
ticket
get.
way.
That might not even cover the cards that you bring in
Then
your
you have to
bar,
bring
you know
it
what I
to-
mean?
yeah.
So yeah, if people just play it just for the title, you know. And I think if a pro tour, I think it's 25,000 or 40,000, something like
okay,
that.
That's okay.
But that one is difficult. Pro tour is like all the pros in the world will come for like I think 3 or 4 pro tours in a year only.
Right. There's only Black Lotus or some shit like that.
I can imagine these guys, the CEO guys, like at at Magic the Gathering.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Hasbro.
Hasbro, from Hasbro. They'd be like, how do we monetize these people, right? As
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
up here.
Hey, Hasbro. I thought it was Wizards of the Coast.
Wizards of the Coast is owned by Hasbro.
They would go NFT.
Right. Oh,
And then
yeah.
they made NFT version of these cards, and they're like, okay, let's make some money. from
For
this."
sure.
You know what? They have digital versions of the card
There we go.
on Magic Arena, and I think Magic Arena. Last time we used to call it Magic Online, but yeah, it is a digital version of the card, and it's worth about the same. You know. So,
Do you do crypto?
No.
What do you believe? What is your opinion
On crypto?
about crypto?
I think crypto is great if it's still the way it is. I don't know. I don't know if it's going up. I don't know if it's going down. I've not been the person to open up like, hey, let's see what's the price of Bitcoin today.
Right. I didn't know it's going to be on the questions today, Fadil.
Yeah. Pop quiz time. Thanks for the pop quiz.
But yeah, no, I mean that's a fair enough. What do you call it?
But I feel like Bitcoin is a thing that is, I feel a lot of people know what it is, but they're not aware of what it can do and how far it can go.
Yeah.
So that slowly becomes like, oh, okay, you know what? That's too much of me wanting to learn something at this
Right.
age, and I don't want to. I'm okay with like this ringgit coming out of my wallet,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
yeah, so I'm just
Fair
okay with where it is.
Fair enough. I think one of the problems with crypto, right, is the crypto nerds themselves. Because two things that I find is that one is they expect everyone to learn and adapt to a newer technology.
Yeah.
Like this is better, everyone should just do this. And it's like you got to realize that just because the thing is like better in the sense that there's no restriction, sometimes people want restriction.
Yeah.
Sometimes people want the ability that I can reverse it if I need to reverse it.
Yep.
You know, if I made a mistake.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things. Sometimes there's an elitist thing among some of the crypto nerds. The second thing is that I find that a lot of crypto nerds do not explain the benefits of Bitcoin very well.
Right.
They start going into like these philosophical reasons as opposed to like real world use case. Like, okay, what do you think is the benefit of Bitcoin?
I was just gonna ask you to ask me this because
Okay.
I would give you what I really think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Like if someone actually came up to me and spoke to me about Bitcoin, the only thing that would go into my head is like, okay, he's talking to me about like a sense of money that can grow in amounts of like because it's only so much of it there, and at one point if you want to sell it you can make proper money out of it and take it and cash it out.
Okay.
So I've always just had that opinion. I'm
Right,
like,
right.
oh, okay, great, yeah, I know you can also pay other stuff using Bitcoin, it's much simpler and
Yeah.
whatnot, right? But to me I'm like, oh, okay, that's probably what
Right.
it is.
Right.
It's like
So-
something that you can invest in, and then if you want to
Oh.
trade it later on, you
Right.
could just like sell it off.
Right.
So you
right.
think of it of as investment, a thing that you invest in
Yeah, exactly.
to make
Either grow it or
Proper-
keep
proper
it
money
and
is-
see whether it goes up or down, that kind of stuff.
Right.
So
Like a stock.
yeah, so Bitcoin has characteristics of all of this stuff,
Yeah.
right? And I would say though that is probably how a lot of people look
Most
at it.
people.
You know, they look at it as you buy it and then you hold it,
Yep.
and then hopefully it will go up in price lah. You make some money from it, lah, right? But the benefits of Bitcoin, I mean, the general like philosophical idea for Bitcoin is to create a censorship-resistant money. So that means that right now, your money in your bank account can be frozen, right?
Yeah.
And let's say you want to transfer money to someone else overseas, there is going to be limitations to how much you can transfer.
Yeah.
There's going to be people that you have to tell. You're going to get permission, right? That is the advantage of Bitcoin, is the permissionless aspect of it, where nobody can freeze it,
Yep.
nobody can stop it. You
Yep.
can transfer it to anyone in the world.
Yep.
That is the main, like, supposedly
It's like an
technological.
Encrypted version of you getting money from point A to point B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's you hit it on the nail. That's the key.
I mean, that's the main like advantage of it. If people think of it, people say sometimes like it's going to replace money and stuff like that. It's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to replace money, but it's just going to be a alternate version of another banking system outside of the current banking system, right? So
Can I add something
Sure.
to that? The first time ever Shaz brought up Bitcoin to me, I remember we were in the studio.
Okay.
And I think I was finishing my show and you were coming in after me. And this is when I first joined the radio
typical
station.
Bitcoin bro lah, you know? Hey, dude, you look at the Bitcoin. Yeah.
Well, not till that extent.
Okay,
You were
okay,
just, I
okay.
think, just generally talking about
Okay.
it. And then you
Right,
told me about the Bitcoin wallet. And then he was like, "Hey, dude, I think you should get it." And that's what you told me. It's
right,
like,
right,
"Dude, I
right.
think you should get it." And in case you'll never know when you need or whatever, if anything happens, you can still have a like registered. And I was like, "Hey, it's with Shaz, and I know he's probably like vetting this app, and I know it's fine." So I created a Bitcoin wallet.
Oh shit!
It was on
okay.
Luno.
Yeah, was it a Luno?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And then this is the best part.
Oh,
As a
no.
gift,
Okay, he gave you some Bitcoin.
he gave me one ringgit worth of Bitcoin. lah.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
So how much is that 1 ringgit now?
I don't know. It's still there. That's the last thing.
You should
That's
check.
the only
Wait,
thing
wait,
that's
what
ever
Maybe
was
been
it?
it's
there.
like 4 ringgit
What
now.
was the date? What was the date?
Oh man, this was like
If it was like 2014, it cannot be 14.
It's got to be like 2016, 2017.
probably around that time. So I still have that 1 ringgit.
Yeah, no, I have a friend where I gave him like 50 ringgit for Bitcoin when Bitcoin was like I think about $1,000.
Oh wow.
So that's gone like times 20.
24
like,
now?
20 already. It's
Yeah,
like
now it's
1,000 ringgit.
25, 27
1,000 ringgit already. So yeah, then I asked him. So then he asked me, dude, I lost my username and password. How do I get it? I don't know. I'm gonna help
There's
you.
no other way to get in, right?
Yeah. You have to have your passphrase guy, I think.
Yeah, and then I tell him the story about the guy who lost his
Hard
Bitcoin
disk.
How many million was that?
72, something like that. I think.
72 Bitcoin.
And he's only got one try.
72 million.
And he's got one try left on it, right? Or something
I
like
don't
that.
know. No, he doesn't know where it is. He threw out his hard disk.
And then he actually, I think he followed up by going to the dumpster,
And trying to look.
trying
for
to look for it. He couldn't find it.
Yeah.
Wow, man. Can you imagine? Oh, wow. I mean, I had my phone broken the other day, and I thought, tidak apa. Even though it's broken, I can still keep it. Tapi then one day, my wife and my sister were cleaning up, right? I put it in a box, but then they found it, and I guess they thought it was trash, and they threw it away.
They threw away your cracked phone.
Yeah,
Oh,
which
man.
I was gonna try and because when you chuchuk,
Yeah.
I can still Android whatever all the stuff
Right.
in. I had my Ethereum wallet in there, dude.
Right.
Ooh, that was a bit of a. I was so like I couldn't even like process it for a while. You know, I was like,
No, I mean I had a similar incident, but this is the thing, right? I actually prepared. So this is my mistake. Okay, I had the key, the private keys to the wallet,
right,
and I backed up the private keys onto my hard disk here,
okay,
right? And then my hard disk
fail.
hard disk failed.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, you couldn't read,
so,
is it?
So the wallet, no, it just stopped working. It just stopped with some kind of like bad sector, whatever. Don't know what happened. So that's the thing. It's like when you back up,
Make sure
make sure that it's in a place that if it crashes,
it's in a secure.
because you lose your keys from the browser
Yeah.
and then you lose your backup also.
Yeah.
No, it's-
But I've never heard of an SSD like bricking like that.
No, but SSDs also they got a time period on those things. You know,
Right,
so
right.
still the best way is to write it down on paper, keep it in a really really safe place. I think.
Yeah.
Or on the cloud.
No,
I feel like. Ooh.
that's a bit scary.
Ooh.
That's a bit iffy.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Not like these things get
So-
hacked, right?
I mean, what? Suddenly somebody somewhere they say, hey, I'll just try this maybe on a ChatGPT. Can you tell me what Sharizan Feroz Hassan's private key is? And then, he'll be, sure, I have it on Excel. Oh, then you're dead.
Yeah. Helps you out with that.
I think if that existed, right, you would have nothing in the wallet. It'll be like a zero balance.
All
Yeah.
zero.
Be quick. You know, there was this show on TV where they wanted to give out Bitcoin wallets, right?
Right.
And on the wallet was printed the private key, and they showed it on TV, right?
What?
And somebody saw the private key and immediately drained all the
Terus.
wallets. Immediately drained wallets.
Why would they show the?
It was
They
early
were-
days, like they didn't really know
They
what
were
you
not
cannot
aware,
show, what you
yeah.
can show. You know.
Faham.
And I guess they just thought, this is just for us. Nobody's going to see this.
In the US, right, a very popular hack is getting your phone number.
Okay.
So if in the US, apparently, if let's say I know your phone number,
You
I
can
know
clone
you're
a SIM.
crypto,
Mm.
Not clone. I go to the what do you call it, the center,
Mobile center.
and I say I want to change from one distributor to another distributor,
Oh.
and apparently they don't like check
the.
ID and stuff like that. There's some loophole there, lah.
No, yeah.
So a lot
I
of
can
people got hacked on their crypto because of that.
imagine. Right.
This guy, his Coinbase got hacked because somebody managed to get his phone number. That's why they said,
Keep a separate number.
yeah, keep your personal number that you use for your own stuff. Have a personal email that you never use for anything else.
Yeah.
All of this stuff, lah. Provided you have a lot of crypto, lah.
Mm.
If somebody doesn't have a lot of crypto, then
Yeah.
even the hacker also do all the work. It's like, oh man,
That's him.
$2.
That's him probably hacking mine. You know. That too from Sharizan.
Exactly.
1 ringgit.
One ringgit.
At least $2 okay lagi. Then you see this guy got 32,000 Shiba Inu Toshiba or something worth nothing.
Nothing.
I got a few of those actually.
Shiba Inu, yeah. No, Shiba Inu is like developing their own ecosystem. So they're going to be like a layer 1, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Going to run smart contracts.
I wish
on
mine
it.
was the Shiba Inu. Mine is like even some stupider Shiba. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Oh my goodness, there's another type of Shiba.
There's so many.
Oh, really?
It's like got different types of
Uh,
Shibas.
Elon Musk Shiba or
Oh,
whatever
that one,
shit.
that one is new though, right?
Yeah, I knew. It's all of the new things lah. Hari tu satu kali. Tosa Inu Shiba, I think that's what I got.
What is Tusa Inu Shiba?
I don't know what the heck. I just
Why
bought
is it
that.
different from the normal Shiba?
It's not. It's just a clone of the fucking Shiba.
Okay, so what's their edge then?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They just sell the thing.
okay,
People
okay.
buy.
Shibas.
I bought like 32 million of those. It was only like 4 ringgit ka dollar ka.
Okay lah.
Macam tu.
Shibas.
Shiba Inu.
Shibas,
Tosa
Shiba
Shiba
Inu.
Inu. Stupid bullshit. I got so
Yeah.
many of those coins.
And the thing is that every cycle there's always one meme coin that goes nuts. So it's usually not the same meme coin from the last cycle. So that's why I'm thinking, what is going to be the next meme
The
coin?
meme coin.
What's going to be big?
What shit coin is gonna explode?
Yeah, what shit coin is going to explode? That's the guess lah.
Wait lah, Elon Musk tweet something.
It's got
Fuck.
to be something like panda, something.
Some animal
some
somewhere.
kind of animal,
Ah,
some
that too.
stupid. The thing is that Shiba is already pretty dumb. So you gotta have a dumb animal. It's gotta be like
Godzilla.
sloth coin or something.
Actually, you
like
go to our cryptocurrency, you will see
Yeah.
every time got somebody trying to promote some new bullshit. The last one I heard was bunny token, ka?
that. Bunny token. Right?
Because it's a bunny AI. What a
Yeah,
what a
yeah.
fish. AI belum ada pun kau sudah mau cerita dia punya ni.
Yeah.
Gigi lah.
Hey, have you been watching The Last of Us?
No, I haven't.
Yeah.
Have you played the game?
Yes, I played the first one.
You played on PS4.
PS4, yeah.
Yeah. So this TV series, they divert a little bit from the story, but there's some parts where it is literal copy and paste from the game.
Really, yeah?
Yeah.
The scenes and everything.
The lines,
Yeah.
everything is like copy
That's,
and paste from
that's
the
some
game.
good work there.
So I don't know whether that's good or bad, honestly, because it is the thing, right? If you play the game and then you watch the
And you already
series,
know what's
right?
going to happen.
It removes you from the movie. Like I feel like suddenly the fourth wall is broken. Oh my god, I know this exact conversation that has happened before, you know? So for me that's the problem, is that it removes me from the movie.
I think they wanted to cater to the people who didn't play the game.
That's fair enough.
Yeah,
That's fair
because
enough.
if you look at every other game-based
Yeah.
movie, Max Payne, Hitman, whatever it is, it's
Right.
it's things that you don't usually see in the game, and then they
Right.
try to make a story out of it.
Right.
Yeah, so I think that's when like the gamer diehard fans go and watch it, and they're like, that is nothing like what I remember the
Right,
game used to be
right.
like.
Yeah.
Then you've got the other version, which is what
Yeah,
you're feeling. It's like
yeah.
that is exactly what happened.
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
It just removes me because it's like I guess it's a case of I want to be like engrossed in the world, so to speak, like, right?
Macam mana kau buat pun orang tidak puas hati.
Kan?
That's true. That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
That's human though. That's just human
Yeah.
nature.
Yeah.
You'll
Human
never be
nature.
satisfied with what you have.
Yeah. But it's I just hope that they're different from The Last of Us 2, because The Last of Us 1 the story is nice. Last of Us 2
Yeah, a
the
bit like
ending was bad. Like
Yeah.
most of the game was okay, but
Okay.
the ending was not so
Did
good.
it have multiple endings ka this game? No, it's just one whole story. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Actually there is a multiple ending, but it's a joke multiple ending.
Right. Like,
it's like if she didn't survive.
Like at the end, do you want to see it?
Okay, wait. Yeah, sure.
okay.
Okay, hold on.
This
Okay.
is wait to the game.
This is the game's alternate ending.
This is the second one.
First one.
First.
Oh, okay.
Last of Us.
Alternate. That's right there.
It's the mocap thing, okay?
Okay.
Oh, this is the no cap thing.
This is the mocap. The mocap.
Mocap. What is mocap?
Motion capture.
Motion capture. Okay.
Originally, when we did the ending for The Last of Us, it was one long cinematic instead of you picking up Ellie and playing through it and running through the hospital. So that how it played out was Joel bursts into the operating room, sees Ellie there on the operating table with the 3 doctors surrounding her. He grabs one of them hostage, yells at the other two to get away from Ellie. Marlene walks into the room. Get away from her!
You can't save her. Even if you get her out of here, then
And then
what?
we see Joel shoots and kills the surgeon, shoots and kills the other 2 doctors, and shoots Marlene. And it was one of the most pivotal moments in the story, and we had to get it right, make sure the tone was right, all the characters and motivations were coming through. So we did multiple takes, more than we usually do for a scene. And Troy Baker, who played Joel, was really into it. Like a lot of times he burst into the operating room and he'd drop his gun. Damn it. And he'd go, oh, sorry, and kind of back out and we restart the scene. And over the course of the day of shooting it, like that happened 2 or 3 times, and it became kind of a joke.
Pick it up, sorry. Sorry. Keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling.
But after
That
like
must be
7
frustrating,
days,
huh?
we had a really solid performance, so we felt like we could ship the game with that. But I felt like, okay, let's do one more, just to kind of end our day. So I took Merle Dandridge aside. Merle Dandridge is the actress that played Marlene. And I asked her, I gave her one line of direction, which will become obvious what I asked her to do once you see the scene. And I'm like, can you do this with the scene? She's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, all right, don't tell anyone, just keep that to yourself. And then I went over to Troy Baker and I said, hey, listen, we don't have it yet. We're getting close, but it needs to be more intense. It needs more energy. He's like, okay, I got it. And I'm like, you know what? And like, be careful with the gun. He's like, yeah, I know, I won't drop it. I'm like, well, but even if you do, play the scene out. Don't start at the beginning. He's like, yeah, Neil, I know, but I won't drop it. I'm like, yeah, but if you do, play it through. He's like, I got it, Neil. I'm like, you know what? No matter what happens in the scene, don't stop. Play it all the way through. He's like, Neil, I got it. I'm like, okay, all right.
He's also directing the TV show.
Action, and you're about to see the results of that. But keep in mind, Troy Baker, nobody else except for Merle has any idea what's about to happen. Everything is improvised. Enjoy.
Parker.
Is this supposed to be a door?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a door.
Get away from her! Get away! You can't save her! Even if you get her out of here, what then? What then? She'll be raped and murdered. Raped and murdered. It's not for you! It's what she'd want. No, Joe. No, Joe. Am I feeling so much confusion? I got a man in my arms and a girl with a gun to my head. There she is on the table. Is she alive? Is she? Look at her, Joe. Look at her. You can still do the right thing, Joel. Please let me go. Please, Joe. You just come on.
I mean, they actually just come up with this on the spot, right?
And they can really do
Wow.
it.
Yeah, yeah.
No, wait. They came up with it on the spot, or is it like actually their lines? They're just singing it.
They sing the
Yeah,
lines.
they're singing the lines, yeah.
But that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Your brain is worth
Amazing.
Wow, that was fantastic.
So that's the alternate ending that it breaks into a musical.
Wow.
Such a good music. I should make a real one out of that.
So yeah, the Last of Us 2 story, I think it didn't end very well. But Neil Druckmann did say, he
Druckmann
was-
is that guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he will stick to the story if it is good, and if it's not, that if they can make it better, they'll divert.
Make it better.
So yeah.
So I haven't played either of the games yet, but it's something. Just simply because I don't have a PlayStation.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah. So although I would really love to be able to play this.
Yeah.
Should try it.
But watching the show first and then playing the game, I think would be a better experience.
Oh really?
Yeah, because
Okay.
Because
but
you-
but wouldn't that kind of like make you know how to sort of like a cheat on the game because you know what to do now?
No, it's not really, because in the game there's a lot of action. Like in the movie he'll kill like one guy, but in the game he killed like 15.
The movie is more like
okay.
okay. The movie is like the cinematic lah.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Like there'll be in the game it'll be way more action. Way more action in the game. There's a lot of stuff that they animated in, falls from the balcony, surprise sniper, all this kind of stuff lah.
Tapi then okay, you guys obviously already played the game and then watched the show.
I haven't watched the show yet.
The show yet, okay. But when you've played the game and watched the show, that means when you watch the show, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
So if I watched the show first and then only played the game, wouldn't the core
Like the story part of the
story
show.
part of the thing would not hit me as hard, I guess, because I already know what's going on.
Yeah, it's basically like watching a spoiler before you watch
Yeah.
the movie. Yeah.
No, I would say play the game later because, like I said, my problem is that I'm removed from the world when the moment I know the lines.
Right.
So if you can play the game, you can watch the movie first, and you play the game second, then I think you're not gonna be removed that much. Because
But I don't know.
a game, you don't really need to invest yourself like how a movie.
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm the kind of player like I play Zelda Breath of the Wild, and I really, wow, when the things happen in Breath of the Wild, man, sometimes I'm like crying. There's tears because you relate so much. So for me, I like certain games. Certain games, of course, you just like bam, 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 bam. Let's just see. Oh, that's the ending. All right. But in games like Zelda, I really feel, and even this, the reason I want to play this is because they say it's a great story.
Yeah, it is a good story.
And I sort of want to be the one in that story kind of thing.
Yeah, no. What I mean is that when you watch a movie, you have to invest into the story or TV show because there's nothing else for you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But in a game, you're going to be playing the game, so you're just going to be drawn into it automatically.
Right.
You know, where it's sort of like one you got to pay attention, and one you can just not pay attention.
I
Let
guess
it
so.
go.
I guess it depends lah. Yeah, on what kind of gamer you are. Maybe you just want to go through the game.
But actually, all of these old games like The Last of Us and all, I feel like it's kind of console gaming in
Old?
general.
How old is
it's kind of like a
It's a dying genre.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's a old man gaming.
Oh man.
What's a young people gaming now?
Dota, all of these MMOs, like
MOBA.
all the MMOs.
Dota also already kind of old man. I think it's more like, what is it now? LOL.
PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG. There's like a lot of
PUBG.
games. Yeah, just basically online killing, trying to
Yeah.
wipe each other out.
I don't know whether the younger generation actually plays a lot of like just narrative based console gaming. You know,
RPG is totally not there. I don't see any great RPGs anymore. I don't know if anybody plays RPGs. Do you guys play RPGs?
God of War.
used to.
God of War. Okay. I was thinking more like Neverwinter Nights kind of.
Ooh, Neverwinter Nights. I remember that. Yeah, I used to
Baldur's
play that.
Gate kind of shit.
Oh, isn't Diablo also considered?
Yeah, I
RPG?
guess
Yeah.
technically it's action RPG, right? Yeah. So
yeah.
Diablo kind of stuff also not many people play anymore.
Do you remember this old game called King's Quest?
Kings.
Oh yeah, I know of the game. I never played it.
There's a really old
Oh,
game
no.
where the game, right, there's almost no fighting. It's about you running around.
In a castle.
No, all in the kingdom,
Okay.
but gathering stuff to like
Right.
create like whatever.
That was the aim of the game. That's
that was
it.
the main aim of the game, I think. Yeah,
Okay,
King's
okay.
Quest back in the day.
Back in the day.
It's just like when your controls with the space bar, basically.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Just to keep yourself entertained.
You know, at one point, right, the youngsters, they're never gonna understand this upgrade in like from 8-bit to 16-bit, to like
Oh,
PlayStation, to
yeah.
like the graphics that we see now.
They're just
The-
given their spoon fed with like HD.
Immediate like virtual reality nonsense already, right?
Right.
And they're probably gonna look back at our 8-bit and be like, oh,
What
wow.
is this?
No, you know why? It's because I was just watching this recently. Somebody was saying that a lot of technology advances happen in a sigmoid curve. A sigmoid curve is where it starts at the bottom. It sort of goes up gradually like this, then suddenly goes up, and then it's a slow curve. It's like an S.
Right.
You can think of it as like a long S like that, but it's not going back at all. It's just going up and like that.
Okay.
So the 90s and like were a time where we were at this part.
Right.
This
Right.
almost going straight up.
Right.
It's like macam all sorts of changes. Like from digital, from
Yeah.
analog to digital. We had
Yeah.
tapes to CDs to
Yeah.
USBs,
Yeah.
and now we're at the top part already. Like, okay, after the biggest one was mobile phone. When mobile phone, then suddenly
Smartphone lah.
Insta, Twitter.
Smartphones, yeah. Smartphones.
Smartphones. When smartphones, that's part of the up curve. So now we're already in the like this. However, he also said that because of this Chat GPT, machine learning, and some of this stuff, could we be in the about to do this part again? Because the 90s were that. That's why we saw the cassettes, we saw the USBs.
Right.
But nowadays it's just USB and internet.
Yeah.
Right? So are we looking at that sudden explosion and growth in technology, in the way we do things?
Because the thing is that if you've got like a 50 megapixel phone, does it really matter if you get 75? Like
Yeah.
you probably can't really tell the difference.
It's already so
Yeah.
Fast.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh, mine is 120 megapixels.
It's like what else could it see? My pores.
Like the disk space on here
Yeah.
also I barely touched.
Yeah. And it's like, I don't plan to blow this up on a building. Like, this is fine.
But this next one. So it could be if we are at this part where it's still nothing, we won't see any change in AI for the next 10, 20 years. But if it's at this point right now, this ChatGPT happens to be going like this,
Yeah, anything can happen.
anything can happen. You don't know.
Robot slaves.
Robots suddenly, and I, for one, warmly welcome our new robot overlords.
Right. All right. Well, it's been an hour and 20 minutes, believe it or not.
Wow.
Are you
Okay.
kidding me? We barely talked about stuff.
Yeah.
Oh.
She was like, BK just came here. Yeah.
So what? Oh, we hit all the stars. We just didn't land on the
Is
moon.
there anything that you wanted to talk about that we didn't
Yeah,
cover?
yeah, yeah. Well, what do we want to talk about that we
No, I mean I was just here to chill with you guys.
Oh,
man.
nice,
It's
man.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
it's just-
This one is like Tracks FM, you know. We gotta ask our guests. Anything else you wanna promo?
no, that's all.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can buy my
Airtime. Oh, I don't want to. I
Line
give
buy
three.
my whatever.
Three,
Yeah.
tee, 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 tee.
Yeah.
5 tickets to go for my premium. We give you 2 numbers.
And you see somebody at the back going. Yeah, I had that once. I was doing a live phone call, and and that person was like this the whole time.
the whole time.
What did
And
that
I hate it when people do that when you're live.
Yeah, exactly. Because you're like, what are you doing?
What am I supposed to do
Yeah.
now? You know. So then I was just like, okay, I just ignored the person. I turned off the mic and I'm like, what? So yeah. Anyway. Okay. Well, thank you very much, BK.
Hey,
Hey,
Thank you.
thanks. Hopefully we'll have you
Thanks
back
for that.
again sometime. And yeah, we'll see you on another episode of Popcorn Rats. Ciao.
Wow, that was pretty cool.
That was fun.
Thank you, dude.